What would you do if you lost everything in a single day? Job was the wealthiest man in the East, a father of 10 whose faith was as unshakable as a mountain. But in the heavens, a challenge was issued. Satan argued that Job only served God for his riches. Then, the sky darkened. In one afternoon, the world collapsed. Messengers arrived breathless. Raiders stole the livestock. Fire consumed the servants, and a great wind crushed the house where his children gathered. In a heartbeat, he lost everything. The tragedy was not finished. Painful sores erupted across Job's skin, from the soles of his feet to the crown of his head. He sat in the ashes, scraping his wounds with broken pottery. His wife, her face etched with unbearable grief, looked at the ruins of their life and screamed, "Do you still hold fast to your integrity? Curse God and die." But Job looked at the dust and replied, "Shall we accept only good from God and not trouble?" Even in agony, he did not sin. 3 friends arrived, but they brought no comfort. For 7 days they sat in silence, and then they spoke with tongues of judgment. They paced around him, pointing fingers, accusing him of hidden sins and secret evils. They insisted that the righteous do not suffer, but Job stood his ground. His voice was raspy and weak, yet his spirit was firm. He demanded to know why a man who walked in truth must endure such darkness. The air grew thick and heavy with electricity. Above the desert, clouds swirled into a massive, rotating funnel, a storm of terrifying power. Then, God spoke from the whirlwind. A voice like rolling thunder shook the very foundations of the earth. "Where were you when I laid the foundations of the world?" the voice demanded. The majesty of the universe unfolded before Job's eyes. He saw the birth of the stars, the boundaries of the deep seas, and the wild wisdom of creatures beyond human understanding. Before the vastness of the Creator, Job's pride dissolved into the dust. He stopped questioning. He simply trusted. "I have spoken of things I did not understand," he whispered, bowing his head in total surrender.
The storm faded, and grace arrived. God restored Job, giving him double the wealth he had lost and the blessing of new children. The cycle of tragedy ended in a miracle. Job lost everything, but he kept his faith.